Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Break for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me using the Eclipse the Sun palette by Notoriously Morbid. You guys have all seen it. The color story looks like this. It's fucking fantastic. It's such a great palette. And I'm going to be telling you a story about me getting to meet Christine's brother. Now, those of you who have been here for a while know who Christine is. As I say later on in the video, I'll link the video where I talk about Christine later on. So I'll link that video. But anyways, if you guys are interested in hearing the story about me meeting Christine's brother, then just hang out. I am going to start with, I've been liking using a little bit bigger brushes lately. I think I'm going to start with my MORPHE JH33. It's the blending brush, but it's like skinny on one side and fat on the other. It's got shit and hairs all over. And I'm going to go into the color Ain. I hope that's how you pronounce it. It's this orange right here. And I'm just going to start like packing that. Honestly, ooh. 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 There's a lot of kick up on this. I don't really care about that, but it's been a while since I've used a warm tone brown, so. So I wanted to tell you guys the story about, so a lot of you guys remember my friend Christine. She used to always send me subscriber gifts. She's not alive anymore. That was like really hard for me. That already looks good. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so I do want to show you guys the kick up in the pan right here is like real. When I tap my brush, it really like taps, but I'm just gonna really like gently blend this out. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, I feel like I'm pretty happy with that amount of product. It really didn't take much, like 3 dips, and I'm already like pretty good to go. So anyways, my friend Christine, most of you guys know who I'm referring to. Her brother and I have like kind of established a friendship since she's been gone, especially. So like when she was alive, I'll tell you guys a story. Those of you who haven't been here for a long time, I'll tell the story. So I had a subscriber, Christine. She ended up being a dear friend. She used to send me subscriber gifts, and one day I didn't hear from her in my comments. And I kind of freaked out a little bit about it. And so essentially like 3 weeks later, I hadn't heard from her for a while. She called me on like WhatsApp or something. She lived in Australia. So she like sent me a message or called me on WhatsApp, and we chatted, and I was like, dude, honestly, it has come to my attention that like it was during the pandemic, and I was like, dude, you could actually like die or something could happen to you. I would never even know about it. And she was like, well, actually you would, because I gave your number to my brother, and I told my brother that if anything ever happened to me, for him to call you. And one other YouTuber that she was good friends with, and most of you who have been here for a while know who that person is. I'm not going to drop that name just out of respect for them in case they mind, which I know for a fact she doesn't, but nonetheless, like I don't drop names unless I basically have permission. So anyway, my dear friend ended up actually not surviving, and so it was really fucking sad. I'll link the video up here where I talked about it. It was actually really difficult for me to come back around and like film the video about it. I'm gonna take my REPHR number 2, and I'm gonna start packing that color across my lid. I don't know why I've been really liking this lately. I just have this like one color on the lid, and then like, I don't know, it's just like been really appealing to me. So I'm gonna just kind of take this and build it in the crease and just above, and just barely get that, and then, you know, kind of go in with no additional product and feather out that edge, which doesn't need to be done because it's like the same color into the same color. So anyways, her brother and I ended up like establishing a friendship, especially since she's been gone, just because he, you know, he only called me when she was really having health problems, and then, you know, and then she died. So He actually just took a motorcycle trip across country. He's like riding his motorcycle like to a couple states on the western half of the country, and he actually came here and hung out for a couple days. So it was pretty cool. It was super fun. He's like really super fucking smart, and so I don't know. I like took him up into all the fucking country bumpkin places, and you know, did all the like country shit that we do around here in the fucking sticks. We just had a lot of fun, and we ate a lot of like vegan food, and like I took him to all the places that actually have vegan food, and he was actually pretty surprised at how good the food was. Like there's a couple places who really just nailed it, and so like I was able to like, you know, take him and show him some cool shit and like have some fun with him and spend a little bit of his vacation time with him. So it was pretty interesting, really. Like, you just never know, you know what I mean? You just never know, like, what motherfuckers are gonna do, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with my ZOEVA 232. It's like my bigger version, and I'm gonna go into the color. I think this one is Matcha. It's like this greeny blue. And with no product, with no NYX glitter primer, I'm just gonna kind of take this. Oh my gosh. Over the top of that orange, it's like totally pink. I wanted this to be green to match my little dressy poo, which I feel so cute in this dress. Well, I kind of want that green to show a little bit more, and it's really the reflect that is showing, so I think I'm just going to try to go in and put some NYX glitter primer down. I just thought I would try it without it, but now I'm going to put some on. So, not because it doesn't look pretty, but just because I want there to be a little bit more of the green so that it matches my dress a little bit better. So, just going in with this JESSUP brush. And then back into the color Matcha. There we go. Oh my god, the shift on this color is literally unbelievable. It's actually astounding. Wow, I am in love with that. And with my Bold Morphe, that bigger brush, I'm just gonna kind of give this a little blendy poo. And then I'm gonna take this underneath. I'm gonna use this REPHR number 2, and I'm gonna use that to go along the lower lash line. And just kind of give it a little bit. So I guess maybe I'll put a little bit of this on the lower lash line and then just give it a little spritzy poo. Yeah, so Christine's brother he lives in a state that he doesn't really like, so he really liked it here. And I got to talk to Christine's mom and on FaceTime, and she's just the most sweetest lady. Like, oh my god, if you could, she just has this high-pitched voice, and she's like, oh darling, like, oh my god, she's so fucking adorable. It's crazy. So literally this blue has a blue to pink shift, and it's like aquamarine to pink shift. It's so pretty. I feel like I want to use something else as my inner corner highlight, just because. I'm gonna use Nerds for my inner corner highlights with my KALEIDOS S1 or S5. Yeah, so this is actually pretty like spot on the color. It's like a blue to like golden. It's like a tealy aquamarine to golden shift. So like it's not really as dramatic or surprising of a shift as that Matcha in this Notoriously Morbid palette. It's just crazy, freakishly shifty. So yeah, dude, I actually feel like I just really got like so much out of going and hanging out with him. And like he sounds exactly like Christine, and they just talk a little alike. And I don't know, it was just pretty fucking cool to get to hang out with him for a couple days and just like, you know, go traipsing around the mountains and shit. So I'm gonna put a brown bone highlight, but I'm gonna use that color matcha because just to... I honestly feel like I could have used that color matcha as my highlighter and it would have been like super cool. I wish I would have thought of it sooner. Okay, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the Manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I used my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Slayer and my Lime Crime Unicorns highlight in Frolic. My Odin's Eye Alva Fruit Blusher in Apricot Girl. Urban Decay 24/7 Gel Liner in Lucky on my waterline. My Melt Bullet Lippy in Mum. And yeah, I guess I just want to reiterate really quickly. I'm not going to talk a lot about it because this isn't like a review or anything like that. I just wanted to use this. I just wanted to do this look. But dude, this color matcha is literally something like so unique. It actually literally looks like two completely strange colors opposite of each other. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It is really a strange, unique color to have in my collection. I love it so much. I can't stop looking at myself. It's just such a head trip. This color matcha is like literally a head trip. Anyways, I wanted to tell you guys that I hung out with Christine's brother and we had a really good time and it was super fun. I'm just really grateful. I'm really grateful that I had Christine in my life and that I continue to like experience her life in my life today because of this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Oh my god, I love this dress. I hope you guys can see it at least a little because when I pull it down where it's supposed to go, it's like invisible. I look like I'm not wearing any shirt at all. Next! Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality, my boyish charm. And hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you were like, oh my god, she's so pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. And if you were like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel, then go check out my Patreon. I actually am I'm going to upload a video telling you guys, my losties, about the story about how I got my felony and like how that went down and what all happened and everything like that. So if you guys are interested in hearing that spicy fucking story, then go check out my Patreon. It's not up yet, but it will be. And also I go live every Sunday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me and I totally appreciate you. Later.